The boomerang is more than simply a weapon for overcoming nightmares. It also allows for tremendous mobility and agility. Players must learn the ability of slowing down time in order to perform perfect throws and travel around, above, and behind opponents. Their outstanding movements will result in exceptional talents, helping them to defeat evil forces more effectively. Caspidae is watching, and their abilities will be recognized. The horrible monsters of goo emerge from every darkness, unleashing attacks in all directions. The cursed mask transforms Ogden, an orphan, into a terrible creature. To exist, he must manage his monster form while preserving his humanity. The Guise's universe is packed with terrifying settings such as barren villages, woods, dungeons, and demon-infested valleys. To explore Ogden's dark reality, players must discover hidden mysteries, cross secret pathways, and locate treasure chambers. The game includes compelling action exploration Metroidvania gameplay, the growth of monster skills, a distinct graphical style, and a dark, twisted fairy tale plot. Fullmetal Furies is a cooperative action RPG that stresses teamwork and collaboration. The game, developed by Rogue Legacy, has a unique fighting system that needs players to collaborate, think, and communicate efficiently in order to win. It has a local or online multiplayer mode for up to 4 players, as well as a single-player option featuring the Pick 2 quick switch mechanism. This novel feature allows players to control 2 characters and seamlessly transition between them, adding depth and difficulty to the game. Sundered is an exciting Jotun game that follows Ishi, a traveler in a lonely universe. The game requires players to travel perilous dungeons filled with nightmare creatures and fight monsters with corrupted artifacts. The Magnet of the Gong update adds functionality for up to 4 players in local co-op multiplayer. See beautiful hand-drawn imagery, fierce clashes with foes, spectacular boss fights, local co-op, customizable gameplay with upgrades and character builds, and over 15 hours of gameplay are among the highlights.
And after months of preparation, my new adventure...
Airheart is a diesel-punk airplane action game set in Granaria, a floating metropolis in the skies. The plot revolves around Amelia, a young pilot and fisherwoman with aspirations of exploring the planets beyond. Airheart combines free-roaming exploration and twin-stick action in a graphically gorgeous and colorful world. Players fight in combat, gather scrap from vanquished foes, and create new airplane components. With over 40 weapons and airplane pieces to construct, players may combine their own talents to form a powerful army against pirates. Katana Zero is a graphically gorgeous neo-noir action platformer featuring fast-paced combat and brutal battles. Players can cut, dash, and manipulate time to discover their character's enigmatic background. The game features amazing combat mechanics that allow players to adapt to any situation. The handcrafted level design encourages creativity and unusual approaches to defeating opponents. The game's narration takes a unique approach, incorporating cinematic moments into the action. To accomplish the mission, players must not leave any survivors in their path. Bumballon takes you on an exciting and exhilarating voyage through 7 separate realms, complete with gorgeous animated visuals. This nostalgic game pays homage to famous vintage games while adding a unique twist. You navigate through the stages, facing difficulties and perils that will put your talents to the test. Each mistake you make teaches you a vital lesson, preparing you to tackle future challenges. Customize your character with 5 distinct skins and experience a range of action elements. Save Bumballon's enchanted realm and free the charming Princess Moon. Persona is an engrossing game that sends players on an exciting trip across Japan, pitting them against unscrupulous and deceptive powers. The game combines fantasy, adventure, and coming-of-age themes, allowing players to negotiate complex relationships and face personal demons. The game has a visually appealing universe with vivid images, pleasant soundtrack, and a distinct art style. To free imprisoned souls, players must travel complicated locations, engage with fascinating people, and learn secret truths.
Are genuine changes of heart? That means there are probably more jails.
A planet of lush vegetation, vibrant alien...
Gaia's Flux Dabes, an interplanetary transporter whose most recent shipment is interrupted by an arrogant alien. Flux's ship is mercilessly dismantled by this extraterrestrial, who is motivated by a desire to uncover important technologies. You must engage in fights, tame creatures, manufacture goods, embark on missions, confront fearsome monsters, and embark on adventurous adventures to establish your domination over everything on the planet Wano. In doing so, you and Juicebox, your dependable friend and robotic cargo platform, may send a strong message to the Bureau of Shipping. Moonrise Fall is a fascinating game in which players take on the role of a youngster who discovers a mysterious woodland following a tragedy. With a diary, camera, and lantern, players must use their detective abilities to solve the forest's riddles and photograph its residents. The game combines brain-teasing tasks, classic exploration, and object gathering to create a strange and moving story inspired by real-life occurrences. Players may explore numerous areas such as caverns and mines at their leisure, eventually unraveling the events that led to the boys' captivity in this mysterious atmosphere. Red is an exciting game in which players must explore randomly generated stages in the empty, a huge and perilous terrain filled with collapsing buildings, poisonous marshes, and deformed monsters. They come into several groups of survivors, each with its own objectives and secrets. The fight is fast-paced and fierce, with a wide range of weapons and skills at your disposal. Players use their bat to defeat foes, but as they explore the empty, they come upon odd relics that provide them additional abilities.
I reckon these dodgy blokes...
Prison Architect is a game in which you create a jail and determine its influence on convicts. As the prison's architect and governor, you have complete authority over everything from new construction to recruiting personnel and conducting reform initiatives. You must deal with informants, contraband smuggling, gang wars, and riots. The game boasts a diverse cast of colorful individuals, as well as new jails and plot lines. The all-day and night edition includes 8 new wardens, maps, and plots to improve the experience. You may also highlight your jails in the World of Wardens section.
Right you got on your hands. You may say.
Empire of Sin is a thrilling strategy game that transports players to the dangerous criminal underworld of 1920s Prohibition-era Chicago. Take on the role of one of 14 compelling crime leaders, featuring legendary individuals like as Al Capone, Stephanie St. Clair, and Goldie Garneau. Lead your ragtag group, build and manage your criminal empire, and defend your land against opposing gangs. Your success is dependent on your ability to negotiate the perilous world of organized crime, utilizing wit, charm, and intimidation to rise to the top and preserve your position.
What he doesn't know is I've been making deals all around town.
In this action-packed RPG, you command a floating castle and led warriors into battle in a world plagued with miasma. The Exemplars, weapons capable of morphing into sentient warriors, call the castle home. Lucian, a charismatic leader, finds an ancient tome that reveals the existence of these weapons. He and a Revenant named Rowena establish an alliance to defeat Welkin's oppressive master. You play as the Master of Destiny, determining the fate of individuals through speech. GrimGrimoire OnceMore is a new take on the traditional strategy game set in the famous Silver Star Tower. The tower carries the promise of unfathomable power and knowledge, but it also hides enigmas, animals, and ancient energies. Lilith Bland must negotiate the tower's dangerous halls and rooms using her wits, daring and strong spells, while fighting nefarious forces plotting against her. As they lead her, they watch the breathtaking display of her spells, unleashing terrible strikes and discovering the mysteries beneath.
Disturbed, but don't worry. No.
Deep Sky Derelicts is an exciting sci-fi adventure game with a turn-based combat system and a polished comic book style. Survival in a bleak future requires players to collect remnants from abandoned alien outposts and spacecraft. The game provides limitless customization choices for characters and scavenging teams, assuring a great replay value. Players may switch between story and arena modes, immersing themselves in a divided human civilization or testing their abilities in violent arena conflicts. The Ultimate Edition of Deep Sky Derelicts offers an amazing sci-fi adventure. The realm of Valthiria has been threatened by an old dragon for more than 10 years. The hero school is about to be revived, and kingdoms must band together to confront this malicious power. The school's management is critical, and the curriculum is intended to prepare kids for combat. The school's leadership has a direct influence on pupils' achievement in quests. Students participate in strategic turn-based battle, planning, predicting, and carrying out their actions. They also take part in leisure activities such as swimming, fishing, eating, and snowman building contests.